Evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Got a little video here tonight. We're going to do about a legend. Whether he's a legend as a person, rest his soul, the legacy left behind is legendary. And we're going to have a little look at that tonight. Alright, so this is gravel, not too exciting, but what is around this area of the gravel is what we're here to talk about tonight. If you look on Google Street View or the satellite view, this yard is unmistakable. And the yard is unmistakable, love the Island footwear, the yard is unmistakable because of the stuff that is in it, not because of this gravel. Yeah, so let's not waste any more time here and have a quick look around. I'll save the best for later. Now, some people have little sheds in their yards. Understandable. Don't mind the junk that's laying around here. This is going. But some people have 2 sheds. And we all know about 2 sheds, right, Badger? Some people have 3 sheds. This one here is actually a power shed and water distribution and stuff like that. And don't mind all this crap that's going away as well. Some people have 4 sheds / greenhouse. And then we got a little garden. Working on this the other day. It is bearing much fruit. We got some blueberries here. They're doing their thing. And there's actually some blue ones on there. Have a little look at this. This is Gardening Handiwork 101. Yeah, there's a couple of blue ones on there. I'm going to be eating these things pretty soon. Grapes, nothing on there yet. Raspberries, the gift that keeps on giving. Holy shit, you can come out every 2 days and pick a half of a 1-gallon pail of these things, and they just keep coming. Anyway, broke my back putting this gravel down the other day. Awesome. Yeah, so there is the Legends truck from a while back, and still have it in the fold. There's the Heartbreak Kid. A little side here. Spent the better part of the afternoon here today replacing the upper control arm on the rear that let me down on our way for the move up here. There's the old one. You can see this thing here. That's not supposed to be there. This broke right in half, and we went to a welding shop in Terrace after driving very slowly to get there, and they did this handy work to get us back on the road. Wonderful job, great guys. Lake House Welding, Lake House Machine Shop in Terrace, good guys. Anyway, but that's an aside. So let's get to what else we got here. More gravel. There's a driveway. We got this. Not too many people have one of these in their backyard. Most of the time when they do, it might actually run. This one does not, but it has been sold. Just got to start it and get it the hell out of here. That is challenge number 1. This is the Tenement on Wheels here, the van that is still in use. Got a few of these things, a couple of these things in the yard. This is just our fuel storage. And then we got, oh Jesus, what the hell is this? This is a monstrosity, a slick craft from God only knows back in the 60s or 70s. It's massive. Triple axle. Yeah, it needs a pilot car if you want to take it on the road. I think this thing got sailed all the way up from Bellingham, Washington up to here because the pilot car and the boat ride and the ferry was going to be brutal. So they sailed the boat up and then towed the trailer up. But anyway, another part of the legend, also sold. Just got to get it out of here. Gonna need to layer in these tires before that happens. Front end of the old truck. Now we're going to get to the pièce de resistance. Try to fix up this little bit of gravel here. Besides this oil drum here that's going to be going, but that's how we store waste oil. If you're doing it responsibly and environmentally, you don't just dump it on the ground. Even if you do want to kill all this grass that's everywhere, you do it properly. You store it and it comes and gets taken away. Now this is what we're looking at right here. This is the legacy of the legend. I guess I locked it up, so I better unlock it. But not too many legacies that have a little mechanical shop has air conditioning. This one does. And you will see why in a minute. Why something as unimportant as potentially a little mechanical tool shed would be, requires air conditioning. Fight with this lock. There we go. Everybody ready? Up we go. It's a real mess right now because we are in the process of trying to make some sort of semblance of order out of this thing. Lights on. Yeah, so we got some nice signage up here. Somebody took a trip to the dollar store or whatever it was and bought some signs. Now, as with any shop, typically you're going to have a compressor because that's what shops do. A little bit of wire there, or a hose there for the compressor. We've got a nice fuse panel up here. A little more than your average garden shed or tool shed. And the phone and first aid kit and all that kind of good stuff. This is a door that you could actually drive a car into, but it is all kind of pinned shut because we're up off the ground. Yeah, so we'll take a little slow pan here and then I'll show you a little bit more of what's going on. So it just keeps on going. Mosquito light. Don't need mosquitoes. I say it's a big mess. And I'll show you what's up with this stuff in a bit. This just came up from the coast. Need a little bit of. It's not really an automotive shop. It's more of a boat / heavy equipment / I don't know what the hell kind of shop. Yeah. So let's get one more room here. So let's take you to the other room first. This little gem came in handy today because there is no floor jack, which is what I needed to change my control arm. So you know what? You stick the dink in the trailer hitch hole, you jack the ass end of the truck up. That's how you get the job done up here. Yeah, so we got all sorts of storage here. Oh, more storage here. More toolboxes, more storage. We'll get to that in a minute. Block and tackles, come-alongs, all that kind of crap. I mean, how many does a guy need? Apparently need lots. Then we go into the back here and we got some more storage. And all sorts of knickknacks there. We got it up there. And we've got the fluids. This is basically an automotive shop or a Canadian Tire's worth of fluids in here. You need WD-40. Well, we got the big industrials here. You want motor oil because everybody needs to do an oil change. We got cases of the stuff here. What else we got here? We got all sorts of crap up there, which I haven't even pulled these things down to look what's in there yet. But yeah, if you want any of that kind of stuff, you need some wheelbarrow tires. We've got a bunch of them. There's only one wheelbarrow in this yard. I don't know why we need all that, but anyway, caulking, all sorts of brake cleaner. You ever need to clean your brakes? Not only do we have AutoSense brand, we have Clean Flow brand, we have Gunk brand. We got it all. How much hydraulic jack oil does one need? How many people need to keep something that has this much left in it when you've got this much more behind it? I don't know. Carburetor cleaner. I don't know how many people have carburetors these days. Got your armor alls. Got all that kind of jazz there if you want to keep your shit clean. It does not get used very often on some of the vehicles that I've seen here. But yeah, just in case. Containers of half containers of this, half containers of that. But it's all just in bins and in storage and you name it, it is here. This guy was a machine. Then we got this. We got nuts and bolts and screws and everything on this thing here. You want to talk about pride in what you've got on the go, and it's more about organization than it is about actually using this shit for the most part. These are glass, not plastic. I can't really make a sound, but that's glass. I don't know how much this shit costs, but there's an awful lot of plastic in here. We got screws. Everything's organized. We got bolts. We got nuts. We got everything. Some stuff hasn't made it into their rightful containers yet. There's probably already a container full of these things, of these bolts. Got to try and find them, but chances are it wasn't needed. Oh. I was looking for these the other day. Anyway, yep, big old axle nuts for working on semis and that kind of jazz. Yeah, and of course everybody needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags of sand, because when you've got a sandblaster, because you like to blast the rust, you need the sand to make it work. Tarps. We got tarps for every need here. We got just miscellaneous containers of big old rusty bolts. Who knows when you're going to need them? Air purifiers. There are everywhere here. Stuff like you need a file your something down. You stuff a file into the end of a golf club. There you go. Tack on things for welding onto pieces of tubing so you can put some chains on them. Then we got the knife drawer of destiny. This is just kind of a little bit of our effort to put everything into one place. So we decided to put a little drawer together, or a little box together of just little razor knives. We also decided to put a box together of tape measures, but I've moved those recently into the tape measure drawer. And I don't know how many people need a dozen plus tape measures, but we got them. And brought my coffee machine out here because I'm going to be spending some time out here doing some stuff. I'm going to be needing some coffee. I'm not going to be doing this all bleary-eyed. But yeah, he's got ourselves a nice little, looks like a Ford, I don't know, like a Ford Explorer or something like that, seat on a roller base. Got a couple of welders. They're going to this, going out to his son's, I believe. And because of the boat type scenario and the fishing scenario, cannonballs to put in your downriggers. You want the bait and everything to go real deep so you can catch those big salmon. You got to somehow keep that line real deep. Tie it onto one of those, drop it down to the water, and it'll stay down there. Now, how do you put those down in the water? With a downrigger. Let's go over to Downrigger Central here. We've got not just a couple of downriggers, we've got all the parts in bins for repairing and rebuilding and doing all this kind of stuff for these downriggers. They're very important out here for the salmon fishing industry, so they must be kept working. This is just a bunch of crap. Sorry that it's taking up space in your video here, but it needs to get put away and get. I don't know. I didn't even see a little belt sander like this here, so I don't know why those are here, but they are. So let's have a look over here. We've got, now this is the way you use nails now, not those little hammer fucking things. Let a nail gun do the work for you. Let the machine do the work, especially if you're going to do lots of stuff. Now, this little drawer here, that's very unassuming. If you open it up, it's just random shit all in there. Probably could be better organized. Well, definitely could be better organized, but it's not. Until you get down here. Plastic ties, also known as zap straps, or zip strips, or whatever you want to call them, and then check this shit out. That is organization, friends. That is what this is all about. Now, if we can get that kind of organization in there, well, then we're really winning, because we got a bunch of this kind of stuff. Some of it's organized, similar stuff or whatever, but you've got nuts and bolts and a strip of emery cloth, and then you've got some bearing buddies for your trailers, and then you've got one container that just has a can seal all in there. It is what it is. There is some frame straightening tools or something for a jig of some sort, a puller of some sort, and there's the hydraulic puller behind it. We've got electric power tools. Most of this stuff is kind of gone because with Gerry's passing, some of this stuff was being sold because Mom doesn't need this stuff. She's got nothing to do with it. So things are going. We got extension cords coming out the yin yang here. I'm kind of tripping over my words. You need your toilet snaked? We can snake your toilet. We've got the abilities here. Don't want to do it. Probably won't do it myself, but somebody will do it. Now we get to some of this other storage. You need Allen keys. Oh, we got Allen. Oops, there's a fucking ladder in the way. Who put that there? It was me, I must admit. Now, it's a real dog's breakfast, some of these things, but if you need one, you will find one. If you need, that's nothing. Vice grips. Need some vice grips? We got vice grips here. We also got in the vice grip drawer for some reason a bunch of brushes. Not quite sure why. And then if you want other vice grips, like long vice grips, we got those too, with some drill bits in here for some reason. Don't know why. Now, some people are fanatical about their power tools. This is pretty much fanatical about drills. It seems to be it's all drills all the time here in Workshop 101, along with light bulbs and locks. You want to see locks? This is the Lock King. King of the lock here. I think there's a drawer in here that is... This is the best smelling drawer in the whole place. This one right here, because of that. Carvent air fresheners. Coming out the yin yang here. Air fittings. For one compressor that's here, all of those air fittings. Oops, that didn't sound very good. Gaskets for hoses. We got them. Yeah, just more random stuff. And when we get to the general tools things, well, we got some batteries. Oh, we got something to put in the coffee too, so kind of like that. Little fridge. But we get to stuff like, let's look in the metric wrenches here. Let's check it out. We have got metric wrenches, all laid out, all labeled. All right, viewers, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for this little tour that you took with me around the Legacy. Should show you that it's not everything is without play. Not that I can play, but golf clubs. I'm gonna be going doing a little golfing up here. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the little view of the Legacy that is Gerry's shop. And come on up and see us up in lovely Haida Gwaii someday, and I'll take you for a tour of this scenario. Oh, geez, look at that! Didn't even notice that. Right over my shoulder there. How many wand washer handles do you need? There is one pressure washer in this place. I don't know if it even starts, but there's half a dozen wand washers up there. Why not? Eh? I guess if you got the space, you might as well use it. All right. Enjoy your evening, and we shall see you next time.